Hello everyone. Are you ready to do your speak out exercises? My name is Samantha Ellendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you keep your speech strong. Hopefully you're all working with a speech language pathologist, a speak out provider, one-on-one, and then I'm here to help you with your home practice. How was your weekend? What did you do over the weekend? Did you use intent? Hopefully you are incorporating intent not only in your speech but in everything that you're doing. So please go ahead and chat. Tell me what you did this weekend with intent. And then everybody else, or everybody, let's go ahead and take a sip of water too. I've got water here. It is Thanksgiving week in the United States, and today we're going to learn about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So that will be the theme of today's session. But first we need to do our strengthening exercises, and the first one is called the warm-up. The name of the program is Speak Out. It means to get your voice in front of you, up and over in front of you, as if you're projecting to a big crowd. That's so important. When you speak out, you expand your lungs, you stretch your vocal folds, you move your lips and your tongue more, you move your facial muscles more. So use a lot of energy, and here we go. May, me. We need to strengthen the muscles. Without, what happens with Parkinson's is all the movements that you use, all the muscles you're using for speaking, they are taking small movements. So for example, when you expand your lungs, it's a small movement. And if it's too small, it can't push the air up and blow your vocal folds apart to make the voice sound good. That's how your voice becomes raspy or breathy. So you've got to use a lot of energy. Just throw your voice across the room. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Every sound with intent. Be deliberate. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. You can take a breath when you need it. You don't need to do this whole sequence on one breath, but I don't want you thinking about the breath. I just want you thinking about speaking out, and then you'll take the breath whenever you need it. Let's do another one. May, me, my, mo, moo. It might take a few exercises for your voice to warm up. That is normal. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water. What did you do this weekend? I went to San Antonio and had a pre-Thanksgiving dinner at my sister's home where all of my family was there and all the cousins, and way too much food, way too much food. We always have a combination of American and Lebanese. So of course we had all the turkey and the dressing and the sweet potatoes and all of that. But then we also had the grape leaves and the chicken and rice and hummus and all of that part. Too much food. All right. Next speak out exercise is the ah. Deliberately open your mouth wide. Remember, Parkinson's wants to make everything small. Open your mouth wide. Deliberately throw that ah across the room. Here we go. Ah. Good. Give it all you've got. Don't yell. Don't yell, but you're going to project it out. Ready? Keep the sound consistent. Don't let it trail off. All right? If it starts to go to the back of your throat, remind yourself, I've got to speak out. Let's do it again. Good. Look at an object across the room. What do you see? A picture, the television set, the refrigerator, whatever it is. Throw your voice across the room. Or if there's a window, your voice is flying out the window. Let's do it again. You don't want to waste your time by just going through the motions. You've got to use a lot of intent. Let's do it again. Ready? You're coordinating the breathing muscles with the vocal folds. You're getting them to work together the way that they're supposed to, not the way that Parkinson's wants them to. Let's do one more ah. Good. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water. Now, this Thursday, we will have a session. I want you to know our office is closed, but Michelle has pre-recorded a session for you for Thursday and Friday. So don't skip your exercises on those days, especially since you're going to be with family and they need to hear your great voice. So now on to the third speak out exercise, which is, what is it? Did you say that with intent? Tell me again. What is the third speak out exercise? That's right. It is the glide. Say that with me. The glide. Right. We're going to throw the voice forward, project an ah forward, and slowly glide up. Here we go. Stop. Breathe. This exercise is very challenging, I know, but it's one of the most important ones. Let's do it again. Stop. I might say it's the most important one. It affects the vocal folds. All of them affect everything, but the glide especially, it's making the vocal folds stretch and become more flexible. The vocal folds are your last protection of the airway. If anything tries to go down the wrong way when you're eating or drinking, your vocal folds slam together. They say, get out of there. So we need it to be strong. Let's do it again. Stop. Close your mouth. Good. All right. Again. notice a couple things. When I go up, I do not go into falsetto, okay? You try to get as many little notes as you can. You don't want to go from this note to this note. That means you're skipping all of these. We don't want to be missing those sounds when we talk in conversation. So we want to try to get as many notes because that's how people end up with a monotone voice. They're missing some of the notes. All right, so we don't want to miss any notes. And then on the way down, you don't go as low as you can. That puts too much tension on the vocal tract. So you pretty much start and end at the same note. Don't think too much about the pitch. Think about speaking out. All right, let's do one more. Stop. All the way. Close your mouth. Don't hold your breath. Good. This Thursday, how about having your family do the exercises with you so that they can learn a little bit about it? That's an idea. Let's take a sip of water. The more people you have in your corner, the more people that understand what's going on and how important intent is, the better it will be for you. So, invite people in. Invite people in, your family, your friends, to learn more. And also have them attend the Parkinson's webinar in December. We do that webinar. I conduct that every month. So I want you to invite your family and friends to learn more about Parkinson's. All right, next, exercise. The fourth speak out exercise, we call it counting or numerical sequences. That's the formal name we would use as speech language pathologists, but what we're trying to do is coordinate the breathing muscles with the vocal folds, with the articulators. So we're going to throw every number across the room. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lift it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do it again. Lift every number up and forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're going to connect. If you have a speak out workbook, I like to draw a line, like a loop, like this. So it's 1, 2, okay? So we're lifting our voice. We're not just going 1, 2. We don't want that. We don't want chanting. Lift and connect. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Speak out. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Let's go ahead and do 1 through 6. Take a breath when you need it, but connect the sounds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. All right, sip of water, then we're going to move on to our reading and learn more about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. All right, and I want to thank Julie and Lisa, my assistants, who put together today's reading material. So we're reading with intent. We're coordinating the breathing muscles with the vocal folds, with the articulators. You notice that this is different from just counting numbers. We call, counting numbers rote responses. You don't have to think too much about them. So they're easier than this type of reading. So we're moving up the hierarchy. We're getting closer to regular conversation, and that's our whole goal, to speak with intent in conversation. All right, let's go ahead and speak out every word in front of you. Here we go. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was initially Christmas themed. Say it again. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was initially Christmas themed. Now let's read it backwards. Themed Christmas initially was Parade Day Thanksgiving Macy's the. That's harder. Let's do it again. Ready? Themed Christmas initially was Parade Day Thanksgiving Macy's the. So let me ask you, give me some examples. We're going to do our cognitive exercise at the same time. What are some things in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade that are Christmas themed? Name 3 things in the parade that have to do with Christmas. Go ahead, say them with intent. All right, well, surely you probably said Santa Claus and Christmas trees, but what would be 3 things in the parade these days that are not necessarily Christmas themed? What's in the parade that's not necessarily Christmas themed? Go ahead, say it with intent. I bet Snoopy and Charlie Brown are in the parade. Okay, so we're reading, we're building endurance, but then we're taking that great voice and answering questions. Okay? All right, next one. Ready? The Macy's parade originally ended with the unveiling of the store's Christmas window displays. I want you to say this like you are... hold on, I was going to try to get rid of this. There you go. All right, let's read it again like you're giving an announcement. The Macy's parade originally ended with the unveiling of the store's Christmas window displays. We're being deliberate. Say it again. The Macy's parade originally ended with the unveiling of the store's Christmas window displays. Answer this question. What might you see in a Christmas window display for a department store? Name some items with intent. Maybe you would see winter clothes, winter coats and scarves, gloves, snowflakes, things like that. Let's read the next one. Ready? The first character balloons in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade began in 1927. Say it again and speak out more. Ready? The first character balloons in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade began in 1927. What year did they start putting character balloons in the parade? Did you say 1927 with your best voice? Make sure you do. Next one. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was broadcast for the first time in 1932. As you're doing the reading, don't think of the whole sentence, but think about every single word with intent. Let's say it again and speak out. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was broadcast for the first time in 1932. What year was it first broadcast? Did you say 1932 with intent? Let's do the next one. A 1958 helium shortage almost grounded the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade's balloons. Oh my goodness, what would the parade be like without any balloons? Let's read it again. A 1958 helium shortage almost grounded the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade's balloons. What year was that? And what kind of shortage was there? Are you speaking with intent? I want you to use your best voice when you're practicing and when you talk with your family. All right, next one. Snoopy has appeared in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade more than any other character. Say it again. Snoopy has appeared in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade more than any other character. All right. And I thought this was an interesting fact. Ready? Deflating the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade balloons takes just 15 minutes. Say it with intent. How long does it take to deflate the balloons in the parade? Just 15 minutes. I wonder how long it takes to blow them up. How long do you think it takes to blow up the balloons? Are you speaking with intent? I'm afraid I don't have the answer for how long it takes. All right, I'm going to show you some pictures. I want you to name the character with your very best voice. Who is this? Superman. All right, use your best voice. Who is this? The Tin Man from what movie was it? The Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. Which movie? Say it with intent. The Wizard of Oz. What are some of the other characters in The Wizard of Oz? We're organizing our thoughts, we're using our cognitive skills and speaking with intent. What are his friends, the Tin Man's friends in The Wizard of Oz? Did you say it with intent? We've got, repeat after me, Dorothy, the Scarecrow, and the Lion. Use your best voice. Next one. Who is this? Say it with intent. That's right, Pinocchio. Who is this? Snoopy. And who is this? What do you see in the picture? Say it with intent. Looks like we've got a turkey on the left with the pilgrims on top. They're real hard to see. And then Charlie Brown. And who is this? Say it with intent. The Pillsbury Doughboy. And of course the parade ends with, say it with intent, Santa Claus. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a sip of water. We're going to do Dr. Boone's words and then we'll do the bonus reading. You're getting a great workout today. I'm proud of you for logging on today. Do your exercises every single day. All right, each nonsense word 3 times, but you've got to project your voice forward, like over a crowd, in order for it to do any good. Ready? Gu, la, gun, ga, ga. Exaggerate the sounds. Gu, la, gun, ga, ga. Gu, la, gun, ga, ga. Next one, let's get those K's. Ku, ka, man, gu, ka. Move your mouth with intent. Ku, ka, man, gu, ka. Ku, ka, man, gu, ka. 2 more, ready? Gangla. Across the room. Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Come on. Kukla. One more. Kukla. Take a sip of water, and it's time for, what is it time for, everybody? That's right, the bonus reading, but get your sip of water first. If you are new to this broadcast, the bonus reading is more challenging. We read all the way through, and the goal is for everyone, for most people, to be able to speak out, to read for 3 to 5 minutes, keeping your attention, being deliberate, using lots of intent. If you can do that for 3 to 5 minutes, your conversational speech will be so much better. All right, here we go. We are reading. Whenever you see the red words, we stretch those out a little bit. So, bonus reading. Say it with me. Ready? Bonus reading. Now read. Macy's held its first Thanksgiving Day parade in New York City on November 27th, 1924. The parade was intended to celebrate its expansion as the world's largest store. All right, keep going. Macy's was not the first department store to sponsor a Thanksgiving Day parade. Gimbel Brothers Department Store in Philadelphia held a Thanksgiving Day parade in 1920. Do you see how we're stretching out the red words? I'm purposefully doing that because it draws your attention back and gets you to use more intent. Let's start with Macy's was not, and speak out. Ready? Macy's was not the first department store to sponsor a Thanksgiving Day parade. Gimbel Brothers Department Store in Philadelphia held a Thanksgiving Day parade in 1920. Some of the first helium balloons included Felix the Cat and Mickey Mouse. The parade became so popular that in 1932 it was broadcast nationally on radio. Wowee. Ready? Keep going. The parade has been nationally televised since 1953. Its many hosts include Ed McMahon, Al Roker, Katie Couric, and even Betty White. Ready? Over 50 million people watched the parade on television, and 3.5 million spectators watched the parade live in New York City. Ready? The parade includes many stars and performers, including the Rockettes. They have been performing since 1957. Santa closes the parade and ushers in the holiday season. All right, I encourage all of you to download the reading material. Take what you've learned in this session. Practice later on, especially if you are struggling with your speech. If people are asking you to repeat, if your speech is not the way you want, you've got to practice more. Practice, practice, practice. That's the one good thing about Parkinson's, is that the more you practice and exercise, the better you get. Thank you for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.